Alright. That there. I'm gonna try this real quick. Does that work? Does that? No, does not. Okay. I will clip that out of the final product. Okay. Make sure I'm safe. Back it on up. Back it on up. Alright. And we're off. Welcome and good morning to another Friday morning commute. Your host, Rovin Doug, on a most sombering of days for the American public. And I actually want to talk in that regards to what I was doing on September 11th, 2001. No, 2011. Gosh, 9/11. No, it was 2001. Yes, 2001. I'm sorry, I only got about 4 hours of sleep last night. Not for reasons linked to this day, just reasons trying to get everything completed. But, so, 9/11, September 11th, 2001, I was 11. 14 years ago, I was 11. So you do the math, figure out my current age. So my brother and I were both homeschooled. I was probably just starting schoolwork. I hadn't even started schoolwork, really. And we had the TV on for news, kind of just background noise at that point. And it kind of everyone goes, "Oh no," and that's when they started playing the footage of the first plane hitting the tower, and then we watched the second plane hit the tower, saw the reports of the Pentagon getting hit, and then the flight that was valiantly crashed in a Pennsylvania field. I'm 11, so I have minimal understanding of what's going on. I know that it's a great tragedy. I know that it's an event that's going to change the future, but I don't know to what magnitude. And being an 11-year-old boy, I'm like, what just happened? Like, wait, this is America. Why did this happen? Now, it was a Tuesday, and the only reason I remember, and I'll ever remember, that this was a Tuesday morning when this tragic events occurred, and serendipitous for many, is I had Boy Scouts on Tuesdays at my troop, and figured it was probably going to be canceled, but I got dressed about... I can't even remember if was able to get dressed, but my parents got a call from the scoutmaster saying, "Yeah, we're not doing scouts tonight. See you guys next week." And so that was the day. Probably after the plane crashes were completed, the 4 plane crashes, my mom commandeered the TV, did something, and turned it off, and so my brother and I attempted to do schoolwork. Right link closed. Okay. So we attempted to do schoolwork, got that somewhat done, and then we kind of spent the rest of the day in what shock we could, being truly unable to understand the magnitude of what just had happened. So, you not see the right link close sign? So that's my story. That's my remembrance of September 11th, 2001. Now let's talk about Destiny. So, Tuesday, we had the Year 2 patch come out. The wonderful 10 to 20 gigabyte patch, depending on the platform you were on. I wonder if they finished their roadwork up here. Since last Friday, I've been driving since Wednesday, I've been driving a different commute pattern in order to get my girls over to my parents so my mom can watch them with my youngest brothers and let my wife rest and try to get adjusted to the medications she's taking. So, Tuesday was the huge patch, which is awesome. I'm currently enjoying it. Now, I will say I'm somewhat sad, but happy at the same time. For those of you who bought the Ghost edition of the game, you got this Frontier shell. Now, I have my Frontier Ghost at my office with the motion-sensitive action on. No volume, because it's work. So every time I walk by or someone walks by, I catch the gleam of it, sensing them, and keeping an eye on my back, make sure the darkness doesn't get me. Which is hilarious, because I work in a almost completely dark room, except it's lit by the glow of computer screens. I love it, but... So, what did I say? So, currently, the light is calculated from all of your items, and now your ghost shell and your class item give defense ranking, defense stats. So, to make my character viable in the level 35 Prison of Elders, I've had to upgrade my ghost shell to one that I don't want, because my Frontier shell is upgradable, and it will be upgradable with the Taken King probably to the max light all the way up. It has a infuse mechanic that lets you ascend it by using motes of light, legendary marks, so on and so forth. So I'm super excited about that, but sad I have to use a different ghost shell for right now. Now that brings me to Skolas. And actually, before I do Skolas, let's talk to the person who probably freed Skolas, Xur. This week, Xur has helmets. Helmets. He has the No Land Beyond for his weapon. He has chest exotic engrams, so if you need a good amount of chest pieces, he's your guy. And then he's also got the helms. There's the Helm of Inmost Light for Titans. There's the Celestial Nighthawk for Hunters. And then there's the Veil of Apotheosis for Warlocks. As a collector, especially with the blueprints now, if you don't have an exotic, you should get it. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get anything from Xur except one item. And I noticed that they've adjusted how many strange coins will actually buy you this. What a strange coin will buy you of this. I need heavy ammo sense, because I have a boss I'm trying to kill in Prison of Elders, a.k.a. Skolas the Turtle. Turtle. Used to be, pre-patch, Xur would sell 5 heavy ammo sense for 1 strange coin. I looked this morning, and now, at least on the phone advisor, it's 3 heavy ammo packs synthesis to 1 strange coin. So they've reduced it. Does it make sense? I don't know. It probably will help reduce the spamming, but I'm sure there's players who've had hundreds, if not 200 to 300 strange coins that are going to churn through those today, at least a third or so, to get these heavy ammo synths, and then we'll use these heavy ammo synths to get faction rank. Which reminds me, I need to get faction rank. I need to get Dead Orbit to about faction edge to edge it so that it'll almost pop. So, with Zerb being out of the way, let's talk about the moments of triumph. So the moments of triumph are a collection of major milestones that you as a player should have completed by the time the year 1 ends, Taken King launches. One of these is to defeat the level 35 Prison of Elders. Now, pre-patch, it wasn't ideal to go in without having a light level of level 34. Now, that's because your level and your light were one and the same. However, with the patch, your level is now an experience bar, and your light is a collected average of your weapons and your armor. Current year 1 ratings are 170 for max. So, starting out day 1 of the pre-patch, hey Duty Uprising, how you doing? Starting out pre-patch, post-patch I should say, my light level was 151. So the first time I did Skolas was actually Tuesday night, and I ran it for about 4 hours, 3.5 or so. Went from about 10 p.m. Central to 1:30 Central, about 3.5 hours. We got to Skolas, we wiped 2 or 3 times, and we called it a night because it was late. So last night I ran Skolas again with one of the same guys I ran it with on Tuesday, and then another clanmate who had jumped in and stepped up on the 100.io group and said, hey, I'll help you. We get in, the first level is always a breeze, especially with it being the hive. You just kill everything. It's awesome. Second round is the Vex. This time the Vex gave us just a little bit more of an issue. We probably wiped 2 to 3 times, and that one this week is Destroy the Mines. So it's not a hard one to get through. You just have to coordinate. I was really low in heavy ammo synths, so I wasn't able to use my Gallarhorn to just pop and Wolfpack. Get to the Cabal, and this time the Cabal we wipe like once, and then we get it, which is awesome. Same, the previous one on Tuesday took us probably 4 to 5 times to get through, because the Cabal this week is dismantle mines, so sit on top of them, which in the Cabal, especially with Arc Burn, is tricky because of the Scion bursts. So we get through that. We're doing good. About that time, we start the Fallen. We wipe there 3 or 4 times. Always on the last part. But my youngest daughter wakes up and wants a bottle, so I feed her. She probably kills about 20 to 30 minutes of time. Unfortunately, it just has to be done. So then we jump to the pilot servitor. We either do that in 1 or 2 runs. Minimal wipe, which is awesome. And then we get to Skolas, and we spend probably from midnight to 2 o'clock running Skolas. And almost every time we would get to the mines, and we'd force the mines, we'd have a player die. Traditionally, it was a player with the essence, so slight benefit there. We get the mines, and either we would complete the mines, then everyone would die, or we just couldn't get to the mines. The last mine, Mine C. And so, eventually, we're just like, it's almost 3 o'clock for the guys I was playing with. It was almost 2 o'clock in the morning for me. And I called it, and I was talking with one of my clanmates, Acute Marrow, and I was like, you know what? I think I want to try to afford those gloves, because the gloves, the armor from Barracks this week for the Armor Corps are the Prison of Elders gloves, and you can get orbs from meleeing enemies. I think melee kill. So that would have helped our Titans pop bubbles more often, which is very important, especially for Prison Elders. They're great to have for whenever you are doing an initial burst of damage to Skolas. You need to swap the essence, but are under heavy fire, something like that. And so he's like, okay, let me help you with that. Shouldn't take much time, and it really didn't. We got it done, 2 of us, in about an hour. Maybe a little bit less, just depends. We only wiped 2 or 3 times on the 4th round of Hive, because it's Hive, Cabal, Hive. And so we get that done. I get my gloves, I call it a night. And at this point, it's like 3:30 in the morning, and I'm like, I have to get up in 4 hours. So 3 in the morning, I have to get up in 4 hours. Not super excited, but my light level, now that I've also upgraded my ghost shell, is 166. So the moments of triumph have to be completed. It's a really long tangent just to say the moments of triumph have to be completed by 1:59 a.m. on September 15th for those of us who live in the Central Time Zone. So I'm cutting the wire, or cutting it close to the wire. And it doesn't help that my wife and I closed on a house on Tuesday. Yay! So we're officially homeowners. Super excited about that. And we're going to be moving into said house on tomorrow, Saturday morning. I'll pick up the U-Haul truck and we'll load it up and take it over. So that'll be fun. However, I just got to work, so my commute for the day to work is over. So thanks for joining into the Friday morning commute. It's been an enjoyable trip. The weather was awesome, and there was really no glow to speak of, which was really nice. I will see y'all next week. Probably... Oh my god. Filled with Taken King excitement, since it launches on Tuesday, and that's gonna be super awesome. I'm super excited. The option to pre-order the Legendary Edition had finally come to the Xbox 360, so I'm super excited about that. Hopefully, I can kill Skolas tonight. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. And we'll be able to do it. Take him down. I wish. The guy I was playing with last night, and Tuesday night was free tonight, but he's running with a couple other clanmates, or 100, the group mates, I should say, to get his Skolas chest, because he didn't have the treasure key at the time. So, good luck to him and his fire team, and then I know there's another fire team trying for Skolas tonight as well. I might, depending on how things go, it may be an all-nighter. No, I don't know all-nighter. Anyways. So thanks for stopping by for the Friday morning commute. If you'd like to see more of the Friday morning commute, please find me on YouTube. youtube.com/user/Rovendug. You can also, if you haven't, follow me on Twitter to get alerted when I do the Friday morning commute. You'll also get notifications of whenever I stream Destiny and play Destiny live on Twitch. And my Twitch username is Rovendug, so you can find me at twitch.tv/Rovendug. And you can give me a follow there to be notified by email whenever I go live. I actively tweet whenever I go live, so that people on my Twitter can see it and hopefully jump in and play, or watch, maybe play when I get to that point, being able to play with others. But as it is Skolas first, School loss is life. School loss must die. So thanks again for stopping by. Hope y'all enjoy it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just have a short moment of silence for those brave individuals who lost their lives on September 11th, 2001. 14 years ago. So, I will see y'all later. Bye.